comes down to this. Come on. Come on, Arsenal. Yeah, it's not the biggest deal, but it's still better to win it than not. So I'm going to enjoy every minute. One half of the stadium is full, the other half of the stadium is empty. It's about as noisy as it was when the fans were here. I have to say, this game lacked the intensity because there was zero coming back from the other side. Man City fans, as usual, awful, absolutely awful. I actually wanted them to be better. I actually wanted them to make it feel like more of an occasion, more of a fiery, intense game. But they were rubbish. The one team that actually wanted it, the one set of fans that actually wanted it, won it today. I'm glad Arsenal won it just for that reason alone. Obviously, look, they're going to win a treble. Maybe they can't get themselves up for this game. But for Arsenal, this game was important because we don't always want to be coming off worse off against Man City. We need to know that we can leave the pitch against Man City having beaten them. So it was important today, just from like that mental point of view, knowing that we can mix it and however the win comes, we can take the W against Man City. So today, hopefully this sets a marker for the rest of the season. We've come off against Man City on the wrong end of the result every single time in some really, really big games against them last season. So now I'm glad that we've just kind of got one over on them, and the next time we play them, we can be in our minds, say, look, we don't have to lose to Man City. However it happens, might not be a vintage performance, but we can get the result against them. That was the important thing for me today, and that's what we've got out of it. Man City won't be losing any sleep out of it, but who cares? I came all the way to Wembley today to see my team win, to have a good time. And I have a good time when we lose. I'm having a good time because we've won. Seeing Declan Rice enjoy himself, Timber, Havertz, all these new boys, it's important that they come here and they see that actually this club needs to win. It's about winning rather than, always being the bridesmaid. It's important to actually win. And we all enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it today. That's what it's all about. I have to say, look, when you look at the game, you can turn around and say Arsenal got a massive piece of luck. Yeah, we did. But so did Man City. Let's not forget that. For their goal, Kieran Tierney sticks a leg out. Yeah, look, he might have been able to do better. But the luck that they got was that ricochet. And then obviously Palmer scores a brilliant goal. Fair play. But they got a massive stroke of luck. Just like Arsenal did in our build-up. Other than that, yeah, Ramsdale pulled off a great save against Foden. And another good save against John Stones in the early second half. But Ortega as well, save from Ramsdale, save from Havertz a couple of times. All in all, I would say, yeah, Man City were probably a bit better than us, and they always had that extra gear they could just flick into a bit more easier than Arsenal. But this wasn't a one-sided game, and really whoever won it, they can turn around and say, look, we deserve it just as much as the other team. So Arsenal leave the pitch today, hopefully knowing they can mix it with Man City. It's important that the players realise that. So when we come to play them in the more meaningful games, in the Premier League games, if we get them in the FA Cup again, we do the business against them when it really, really matters. This one, look, I'm not trying to take anything away from today, but it is just a Community Shield. It's a big part of English footballing tradition. So yeah, we do want to be the team that's won it most. 17th time we've won it. It just shows that we're always there. We're always in the conversation. I know we got invited to play in this. We didn't win the FA Cup and the Premier League. So it didn't kind of mean as much. But still, You've still got to be a proper team who's doing something right to play in this fixture. Just like, the Super Cup and that sort of thing. So Arsenal were here and we've done the business. I'm really happy. Looking at the game, not many Arsenal players impressed me today, I have to be honest. Kind of feel like, Ødegaard, I was hoping for a bit more from him. Even Declan Rice, I kind of feel like, such a big money signing, we're hoping that he dominates. It's always going to be hard against Man City. We don't need to talk about how good they are as a team. Man City are an incredible team. So it's hard to shine, but I wanted to see a bit more bravery from Arsenal today. I wanted to see a bit more attacking link-up. Last season, I sit in the North Bank lower every game. I saw Ben White, Saka and Ødegaard playing that triangle in our attacking right quadrant. And I didn't see that today. I didn't see enough movement off the ball. I didn't see our attacking players willing to take on Man City players. And I know it's hard. It's easy for me to sit here and say that as a fan. I know that it's hard because they are a team of world-class players. But Arsenal now has spent a lot of money, and it's about time we realise we're a team of world-class players as well. I mean, look, Saka, every single game, does the business. So he's a world-class player as far as I'm concerned. He's done it on a long enough basis. We've paid world-class player money for Declan Rice, Ødegaard, the level that he has shown. These players need to start absolutely cementing themselves in that world-class bracket. They need to start believing that. And I want to see a bit more from them week in, week out. And I know they did really well last year, but we need to see more from them every single week. Today's a really good start. Hopefully it gives them a lot of confidence.
Oh, free Palestine!
Yes, always free Palestine, my God. Love to these guys. Always free Palestine, you know that. But listen, this season we need to go and do the business. We need to do better than we did last year. And this is the start that I wanted. Look at that penalty shootout. Pay attention to that. Arsenal got lucky, 2 tosses, right? Firstly, we took the first penalty. So it means that we don't have to take that pressure second penalty. And secondly, we were taking penalties in the Arsenal end. That was a big, big win. I'd be curious to know in the comments below, what do you think is more important? To take the second penalty or to take the penalty where you're facing your own fans? Luckily, we didn't have to make that choice today. We got both. And we made it count. And looking at the penalties, Ødegaard, brilliant penalty. Trossard, brilliant penalty. Saka, who obviously missed that penalty against West Ham last season, it cost us so much. Again, his penalty wasn't the most confident. And then Vieira puts his penalty, the match-winning penalty, top bins, brilliant penalty. It makes me think, is Saka really the guy to be taking the penalties for us week in, week out in the Premier League? Let me know in the comments below, because I can't help but feel like maybe we've got a better penalty taker in the team. But look, they know what they're doing. They see it on the training pitch all the time. He seemed sort of scuffing today. Other than that, the guy's made out of ice. Saka is a brilliant, brilliant player. And he bounced back from the Euros disappointment as well for England brilliantly as well. So listen, who am I to doubt him? Anyway, that's enough from me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on who your man of the match is today. And hopefully Arsenal win way more than just this season. Last season I was gutted we missed out on proper trophies. Come on, Arsenal! And hopefully this season, this is the first of many. Up the Arsenal. See you next time.